Recording live in the Hickory Hut studio. This is the session with Ryan and Jess. So I'm walking over to the studio today and I'm wondering what in the world we're going to talk about today on this session. And I came up with Bupkis, so I was a little disappointed in myself. So I open up the studio door and there sits Jess in the studio with a big smile on her face because she has a wonderful idea, and that idea is...
college tips to raise your GPA at the end of the semester. And I was doing some thinking. I'm like, well, what could we talk about today? Because it's getting near the end of the semester. Like, what would be some good wrap-up topics? I'm like, okay, end of the semester. I need to do better myself. How do you raise your GPA? So I came up with some tips. Hopefully that'll help everybody out.
So my part in this is I came up with a wonderful title for the segment called 5 Simple Tips to Raise Your GPA Before the End of the Semester. Yeah. That is pretty much my input for the show. So, number 5 on the list is...
chewing gum. And it may sound weird, but...
chewing gum?
Yeah.
That's it, period?
Just chewing gum. Yeah.
Interesting.
But back to chewing gum. When I study certain topics, or if I'm just doing homework in general, I like to chew specific flavors of gum. Or not even specific flavors. I like to chew my favorite flavors of gum.
Spearmint.
Or peppermint, whatever. Yeah,
close.
Okay. Same difference.
No,
and then I will go and chew that same flavor of gum during the test, if I can, if professors are okay with it. And I find that helps me retain more information when I was studying.
So you're saying by chewing and studying, your brain puts those two things together, and then when you go take the test and you're chewing that same flavor of gum, your brain says, hey, I got this.
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's how I feel like it works for me, yeah.
Gum snapper or not?
No, I don't like to.
Yeah, you got to have a certain mentality to be a gum snapper. You know who you are. Anyway, we're getting off topic. And number 4 on our list is...
listening to music when studying and doing homework, too.
That is very helpful.
I know a lot of people are avid music listeners, and I apply that to studying as well. I know it's kind of bad.
I'm going to guess. Some kind of Spanish music.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Close.
Okay,
classical music. I listen to classical music when I study. I don't listen to that every single day or when I'm at the gym.
So you're telling me you listen to classical music to study?
Yeah.
Or to sleep?
To study, not to sleep quite.
Okay.
Sometimes I find myself getting close, but...
And that pretty much is the same thing as the gum?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to listen to music during an exam, which is less common because it's like seen as an external device, which I understand, I can see that. I'll listen to it before. Even if I'm walking to class, I'll listen to certain songs. Like
we said, simple steps. Can it get any simpler than chewing gum and listening to music?
Right.
Yeah, don't throw walking in there. I'll be in trouble. So number 3 on the list of simple steps to raise your GPA is...
meditation. Not quite like that. Well, I mean, it could be like that if you wanted it to be.
So you're telling me how to meditate.
For example, Dr. Coulter's mindfulness and meditation.
Ooh, we didn't even practice putting it in.
Yeah, I know. I think that's a great resource to take advantage of, especially near the end of the semester, and because it's virtual, so you can do social distancing. You don't got to involve yourself with a whole bunch of people.
Yes.
Even waking up, first 5 minutes, gather your thoughts, think of maybe even like what you're thankful for. Really sets the tone for your day in a more positive manner. Say, okay, I'm going to get some stuff done today.
If you're curious about that mindfulness and meditation, look in your email. It comes every Tuesday. And if you happen to be one of those people who love to say a prayer before they take a test, like, oh, Lord, help me get an A on this test. Amen. What you should probably do is clear your head, give yourself 10 minutes to say the prayer, and then you might do better on the test.
Because you'll be calmer, too.
Exactly. I'm calmer already just talking about meditation.
Very good.
Number 2 on the list.
Staying active.
Ooh, hey, all right.
Yeah, so if you find yourself spending an absurd amount of time studying or just doing homework all day.
Is that 10 minutes or more?
That's more like an hour.
Yikes. Okay.
I know, it's crazy. Or if you just do homework all day, it's good every once in a while just get up, take a walk around, go outside for a walk.
Yes.
I know, I like to lift weights at a certain time every day. I like to lift weights every day.
Okay.
And I know some people like to run, swim, hike, do whatever. But even getting outside for 10 minutes, taking a walk in the cool air, clear your mind and say, okay, I'm ready to go back and focus in. Like, I can do it.
So about how long should you study and how long should you do physical activity?
I've actually looked into this a little bit, did a little bit of internet research, and I found that a lot of sources are saying like anywhere from 30 to 90 minutes is a good interval to study.
Okay.
And then setting a timer on your phone, like no more than 20, 25 minutes of taking a walk so you don't get unmotivated to do your work.
Interesting. So there is, very specific scientific answers to that question.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The 5 simple steps to raise your GPA before the end of the semester during crunch time. Number 1.
Assess your GPA as it is right now.
Whoa. We were doing real simple before this. Walking, chewing gum, meditation, doing something. Now you want me to assess?
It doesn't have to be hard. Just reflect a little bit.
Okay.
And say, okay, what are my grades now? Am I happy with my grades? Do I need to change my studying habits? Like, am I behind in classes or studying?
So basically, I did this amount of work through 2/3 of the semester, and I came up with this grade.
Mm-hmm.
I desperately need to change so I can get to this grade.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. And be honest with yourself. If you're behind, write down exactly how much you're behind, and you do no good cutting corners and kind of lying to yourself because you're doing yourself no good in the end.
Nope.
And if you find yourself you're really behind, come up with a strict schedule to stick to, whether it be doing work, studying in groups over Zoom or Google Meets, especially getting in those office hours. I know if you don't like to do office hours, do the study groups, but going to professor office hours, those are really helpful.
Yeah, they're there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. 5 simple steps to raise your GPA before the end of the semester. Chewing gum, listening to music, meditation. What was the one before that? It was number 2?
Got staying active.
Oh, yeah, staying
Yep.
active. I already forgot. And then assessing your situation and doing the necessary steps to correct it.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is now, towards the end of the semester, and let's say I do raise my GPA. You had told me off the air that there were certain incentives, financial,
Yeah.
for raising my GPA. Can you give me an example?
An example that I have is I know my student loan company. I know a lot of my buddies have student loans.
Mm-hmm.
My student loan company, I don't know if every student loan company does this, but you enter in your GPA online.
Okay.
And if you have like above a 3.0, you'll get 1% cash back. You
Potentially.
literally get, you literally get a check in the mail first
Really?
few weeks into the new semester. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. You literally get cash for having good grades.
Do you cash it, get ones, and then say, money, money, money?
I party.
I party.
Yes.
But that would be incentive.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
So if you're not sure, if that's an option for you, the best way to find out is to get a hold of your student loan agency and find out. So there is some incentives for getting good grades and raising your GPA.
There is.
Excellent show idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's much better than my Bupkis show idea.
Well, I think that was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, that show may happen next week. So it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
This has been the session with Ryan and the session with Jess.
I had fun this week, Ryan.
Oh, well, good. Finally. See ya.
Bye.